Welcome students. After the load line concept of a PN junction diode, now let's see how the diode can be modeled according to the signal applied in the circuit. Before starting the topic, let's first understand that what is the modeling and why it is required to model an electronic device. So, what is the meaning of the modeling of an electronic device? It is the method to represent an electronic device with basic circuit elements such as resistors, capacitors, voltage source or the current source. But why we do modeling of an electronic device? Why it is required? It is very helpful to simplify the analysis and calculation of the current and voltage in the circuit. So now let's study how can we model a diode. Students, now there can be two types of models depending upon the type of the voltage source applied in the circuit. So it can be DC model or we can say a large signal model, and the other one is AC model or the small signal model. And in this video you will study about the large signal or the DC modeling of the diode in forward and reverse biasings. Moreover, I will explain you the usage of this DC modeling to calculate the current and voltage in the circuit by taking an example. So please watch the video completely and thoroughly, and do not forget to subscribe the channel for more contents. So let's start the DC modeling of the diode in forward biasing. So when we say that the diode is in forward biasing, means the P side is at more positive voltage than the N side. Okay, so this is the case of the forward biasing, and you know that after the cut-in voltage you will get a exponential increase in the diode current in the forward biasing. Let's interpret this forward bias characteristic first. So you can see that when the diode voltage is lesser than the cut-in voltage, the diode current is approximately 0, while the diode voltage greater than the cut-in voltage or after this point, this diode current increases exponentially, and we can better approximate this exponential curve by the straight line after this cut-in point, and the slope of this straight line is the inverse of the forward bias resistance. So in the forward biasing, a diode can be DC modeled with the help of a resistor and a voltage source. This resistor is the forward bias resistance whose value is the slope of that straight line, and the voltage source is the cut-in voltage. It also signifies that in the forward biasing mode, the diode behaves as a constant voltage source. How? That it can pass any current without varying the value of that voltage source. Now moving ahead, let's model the diode in the reverse biasing. So as you know that in the reverse biasing, the N side is at more positive potential than the P side, just reverse of the forward biasing. As you can see in this curve that in the reverse biasing mode, a very small current in the range of the microampere will flow, and this current is almost constant through a wide range of the negative diode voltage. And if we approximate this curve with a straight line, then its slope is inverse of the reverse bias resistance, whose value can be ranged from the kilo ohm to mega ohm. So now using this property, let's model the diode in the reverse biasing mode. So the DC model of the diode in the reverse biasing mode can be approximated with the resistance tends to the infinity, and its more accurate model in the reverse biasing mode is a constant current source in parallel of the reverse bias resistance whose value is very high in the range of kilo ohm or the mega ohm, which is the property of the ideal current source. Students, here you can conclude a very important point that in the forward biasing mode, the diode behaves as a constant voltage source and it is approximated with a voltage source value, that is the cut-in voltage, in series of the forward bias resistance whose value tends to the 0. And in the reverse biasing mode, this diode behaves as a constant current source in parallel of the reverse bias resistance whose value is very high, tends to the infinity. Now let's see an example where we will use this DC modeling. So in this example, determine the output voltage and the diode currents shown in the figure for V input 0 volt and V input 4 volt. Assume the cut-in voltage 0.7 volt. Here you should note the point that it is not necessary to mention the forward bias resistance and the reverse bias resistance in the question. And if it is not given, then we will take the forward bias resistance as the 0 and the reverse bias resistance as the infinity. Infinity, it means that we will take the diode as open switch in the reverse bias mode, and in the forward bias mode we will consider only the cut-in voltage if it is given and not the forward bias resistance. Now let's solve the problem for the first case, that is the V input is equals to 0 volt. So assuming that D1 is off and D2 is on. So if this is the condition, then the IR1 is equals to the IR2 and this is equals to the ID2. There will be no ID1 because diode 1 is off, and it is given by applying the KVL. So we have 5 minus the cut-in voltage minus of minus 5 upon the resistances R1 plus R2. So we know that R1 and R2, so solving it, the diode current will be 0.62 milliampere. For this much of the current, the output voltage will be 5 minus 0.62 multiplied by 5, and it will be, solving this, 1.9 volt. So we have the output voltage. What will be the VA? So this node voltage will be V output minus of the cut-in voltage, that is the 0.7, and it will be 1.2 volt. So if VA is 1.2 volt and V input is 0, it means our assumption is correct. D1 will be off and D2 will be on. Now let's see what happens in the second case, that is when V input is equals to 4 volt. So it appears that both diodes will be on in this case, and if in our calculation, if we find out that ID1 and ID2, that means the diode currents are positive, then our assumptions will be correct. Okay, so if we are taking that D1 and D2 are on, so replacing both diodes with the cut-in voltage, that is the 0.7 volt, and finding out the VA, it is very simple, that VA will be V input minus of the cut-in voltage, and this is 3.3 volt. So for this, the V output will be VA plus 0.7 volt, that is the 4 volt. So using this, the IR1, that is equals to the ID2, and it is given by using the KVL, 5 minus the output voltage upon the resistance, that is 5K. So it is 5 minus 4 upon 5, and calculating this, very simple, this is 0.2 milliampere. Okay, and the next current is IR2, and again using the KVL, then VA, that is the 3.3 volt minus of this negative supply voltage, so upon the resistance, second resistance, that is 10K. So calculating it, the current will be 0.83 milliampere. Okay, so but the diode current ID1 will be IR2 minus of, we can see IR2 minus of IR1, that will be the diode current 1. So it is 0.63 milliampere. As both the diode current, the ID1 and ID2, you can see are positive, and hence the D1 and D2 both will be on and V out value should be 4 volt. So our assumptions are correct. In this way, you will use the DC model. That is, if reverse bias resistance is not given, then you will treat it as open switch in the reverse biasing mode as we have used in this case, the first case. And if it is forward bias, then we will replace that diode with the cutting voltage as we had seen in both cases if the forward bias resistance is 0. So by using this technique that I have explained you in this example, you can solve any problem regarding the DC modeling of the diode. And if you find any difficulty on any question, I am ready to solve one by one. So this is all about the DC modeling of the diode in the forward and reverse biasing mode. In the next video, you will see the AC modeling, that is the small signal modeling of the diode. So please watch my next video also. I hope you like this video. So please subscribe the channel for more contents and share it. If you have any difficulty in this topic or any query regarding analog electronic circuit, digital electronics, VLSI design, embedded systems, you can write me in the comment section or you can mail me. My mail ID is given in the description of the video. Thank you so much and have a nice day and keep practicing.